Rahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. This is Abdul Ghaffar Abbasi here to conduct chemistry class. Today we will discuss the periodic table, chapter number 1 of the HSC part 2, and we have covered few topics in our previous lecture. So let's look at the today's new topic. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. As I have initially told you that how to attempt the paper, and we have discussed the exam pattern, paper pattern and paper presentation skills. So now look at here, this is the content of the chapter. We have covered the introduction, Dobryner's thread, Newland's law of octaves, Lothar-Meyer classification. Now today we will discuss very important, that is the Mendeleev's periodic classification. Yes, this is the Mendeleev's periodic classification. Introduction. In 1869, a Russian chemist, Mendeleev, on the basis of the physical and chemical properties, discovered a relation known as Mendeleev's periodic law. And how you will define the Mendeleev's periodic law? According to the law, this is the definition of the Mendeleev's periodic law, which is very important. The properties, means physical and chemical properties of elements, are the periodic function of their atomic masses, means their physical and chemical properties are depending on the atomic mass. Now explanation of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's arranged the known elements according to increasing of their atomic masses, because according to his fundamental property of an element, he was thinking that fundamental property is the atomic mass. Now this is the classification, that he classified the elements into 16 groups, from group 1 to group 8, and subgroups like 1b to 6b. He arranged these 8 groups, 1a to 8a, and were further divided into subgroups, as I have mentioned earlier, that in first 1b in Roman, number 1b to 6b. Now this was the explanation related to the groups. Now what about the periods? There were 7 periods. Vertical columns. Vertical columns are called as the groups, and horizontal rows are named as the periods. Mendeleev's periodic table was very precise and provided the basis for the modern classification of the elements. So this was a little bit explanation related to the Mendeleev's periodic classification. Now we are moving towards the advantages or merits and demerits of the Mendeleev's periodic table. This is very, very important. Number 1, there was a regular graduation in physical and chemical properties of the elements, means physical and chemical properties, they were changed, and there was a pattern. The group number of an element indicates the highest oxidation state that it can attain. For example, group number 1, it will have the oxidation state 1, group number 2, oxidation state 2. There were many vacant spaces in the Mendeleev's periodic table for the elements to be discovered. This is one of the very important and remarkable achievement of the Mendeleev, that he left the vacant spaces for the undiscovered elements, and they were discovered also later on. He named those elements. There were 3 vacant spaces. This is one of the very important, that Aka boron, Aka aluminium and Aka silicon. He also predicted the properties of these undiscovered elements, including their atomic masses also. Right now, these elements, when they were discovered, their names were as scandium, gallium and germanium, with the same features as Mendeleev predicted. This was the big achievement of the Mendeleev. Last, Mendeleev's arrangement helped to correct the atomic masses of the number of elements. There was a issue in their atomic masses, when he classified the elements, that issue was also resolved to some extent. Now the very important demerits in the Mendeleev's periodic table. What were the demerits of the Mendeleev's periodic table? For placing the elements in a proper groups, the order of the elements according to atomic mass was reversed in certain cases. As we have already discussed, that he arranged the elements according to increasing atomic mass. So now let's look at the demerit, that he placed the iodine having atomic mass, that is 127, after the tellurium that has the 128. This is against his periodic law. And potassium, that is 39, nickel and 59, and after nickel was placed after the cobalt that has the 59. So which is against his periodic law, but correct according to properties. According to properties they were placed correctly, but according to the atomic mass it was incorrect. The second was that periodic table does not provide a clear idea about the structure of atom. Lanthanide and actinide have been assigned places in the periodic table, which is against the periodic law. So these were the three demerits of the Mendeleev's periodic table, and these are the merits of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Now these are also further demerits. Number fourth is that alkali metal or coinage metals like these copper, silver and gold, which are differ widely in the properties, but they are placed in the same group. This is also one of the demerit, that they were having different properties but they are placed in the same group. Same is the case here. Look at here, there is no another demerit is that there is no separate position for the isotopes in the periodic table. Last is related to this one, that the change in the atomic masses of two successive elements is not constant, hence it is not possible to predict the number of missing elements by the known atomic masses. And there was also another demerit, that the same look at here in this alkali metals and coinage metals, they have differ and widely differ in their properties, but in other case some elements were having the same properties, similarities, but they were also placed in different groups. So this was the these were the demerits of the Mendeleev's periodic table. I hope you understood this topic, and thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.